I'm going to call this meeting to order. It is Wednesday, August 24th, 2021. It is 10:02, and we're here to meet with the Ambulance Service District for updates. I'll turn it over to
I missed the last meeting of the ambulance, so I just heard Morrison
Okay.
for it, so
Okay.
let the chief do it.
Yeah, there
Chief
wasn't,
Miller.
I think a ton of updates. We did find out a little bit more about two ambulances that we had on order. They're still set to arrive sometime summer, fall of next year. We did reach out to a company named Braun, who we have some ambulances from the past, just to see their availability and what they had and their prices. They do have a couple of demo units that are available now that are about, I don't have the exact numbers on me, I apologize about that, but they're, I want to say between $60,000 and $80,000 less
Okay.
than Horton. And Chief Dietrich currently right now is on his way to Bonner County they just got a few new ones. So he's going to actually look at what they have.
In there.
Yes, sir. They're from Braun, so the same ambulances that we potentially might get. So that's good to know. I do know that our friends at Kootenai County did go visit the Horton Manufacturing, which is the newer ambulance that we do have, and Braun, the one that Chief Dietrich's looking at today, at those facilities, and didn't find quite the differences in the two. And Kootenai County is actually moving to Braun.
Okay.
So we'll
Do you
potentially
have
follow a trend.
do you have the experience with Horton? Do we have a Horton?
We have one Horton. That's the brand newest one that we have.
And do we have a Braun?
And we have all our older ones, all are from Braun, or at least 3, I think of the 5 are from Braun that I know for a fact.
So obviously they've been good in the past.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think one of the minor issues is, and I'm no mechanic by any means, is these are on, I think, F350 chassis.
Oh, the Braun is.
They're a little bit smaller. The Hortons are F550s. And there's pros and cons to both with those.
They're Fords only. Is that what they're using? Or are they using?
We've gotten Ford and Dodges from Braun, so it would be a 3500 or 350 models, and I'm not sure which one you actually got to vote for. Chief Dietrich's been doing all the legwork with that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember the Braun in inventory quite a few years.
So a little update there. I think we did find that when we changed our rates, billing rates, that, I believe that needed to be advertised. If that was the discussion, I look at Timmy because
Yeah,
I
and
think she was
she's.
there too.
I'm working with Brittany on that, and she's supposed to give an answer because she had a question regarding non-resident
Mhm.
and resident.
Correct.
So yeah, it will be advertised, and as soon as we get that question, it's got to be advertised for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
14 days before the hearing.
Mhm.
So we'll get that on there as soon as we can. I was hoping this week, but
It's okay.
we've been short.
I know you guys.
Timmy's wearing
Pretty
3
busy.
hats. Our clerk's wearing 3 hats because we have one on maternity leave, one sick. So she's the accounts payable, the VOCC, and the auditor.
Good time of the year for that.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Other than that, I think the I had it in my head, it went away. One of the things that we were working on as well, or that was discussed, was I guess to give you an update on the calls. Our calls for last month were about average, but our transfer percentage was much higher. I think it was the 3rd highest. So the call volume stayed about the same. The percent of transfers or billable calls per se were one of the highest we've had this year so far. So other than that, since I guess this might be more of a comment, our crews have dealt with a lot of pretty high priority traumatic calls. We've had 2 vehicle crashes that both led to fires and fatalities and victim patient removals. We've had another car that went into the Rose Lake that ended up being a body recovery. and a traumatic pediatric call. So I always like to, have you guys keep them in your thoughts. Actually, we made some phone calls, and tomorrow we have from the Coeur d'Alene Police Foundation and Cooney Fire Rescue's peer support team. We're going to actually have some official, more emotional type debriefing tomorrow for these 4 calls for not only the fire crews, also reached out to dispatch and law enforcement as well.
Mhm.
So they'll be attending that to just help kind of make sure everybody's doing okay. We rely on our crews to make sure they talk about it. I think the culture is pretty well within the fire districts of talking about it, but in my role, I have to put a lot of trust in my people to let me know if they do need the help. But we've got full support of our fire commissioners and the ambulance board to kind of make stuff like this happen so these guys can have long, successful careers and not let it beat them up. So I know it's more of a public comment, but it was part of the meeting, and we actually got some things actually working between the meeting and yesterday to make something like this happen. So
Good, that's good, I appreciate that.
other than that, that's all I can think of the list. I don't remember anything else that was big that happened for the meeting.
No, I think that covers the meeting pretty good. I do have what is proposed for the budget that I was going to put in the paper.
Okay.
This is from Shell, stating that they may want to raise that up a little. This was the proposed stuff there. I don't know that you guys have gotten to see that yet. It was just completed
No.
recently.
We were trying to figure out.
So due to, the possibility of grants not coming through the way they did for this last budget season, maybe raising that up a little. And like I said, I know you guys haven't got a chance to see it, but would you like me to at least raise it up when I put it in the paper until you get some more time
Yes.
to
Yes.
Yeah,
go
let's
over
go
it?
high end. Yeah.
All right. Any other questions or anything? Commissioner Cassidy, do you have any further questions?
No.
Okay, well, thank you very much for the update. I think you downloaded what you do.
No problem.
And we will go ahead and adjourn the meeting.